Excuse me.
Gross. That's a great way to start.
Yes.
Anyways, we're back in Dragon's Dogma.
I've been grinding non-stop for a week, and I'm only 147.
An epitaph, perhaps.
Yep.
Also, I found all the remaining things because they were... I missed 2 of them in one of the places.
Oh, okay. New Monument of Remembrance, the recollections of another Arisen. I have wandered lost in this damnable maze for, it must be a year now, yet have found no hope of escape. At times a voice unknown to me seems to resound in the back of my mind, but my own daily fight for survival has left me with scant energy for pondering such mysteries. From here on, I shall strive to make a record of my journeys, if only in brief. Perhaps... Oh god, there's 17 pages for this first one? Oh, okay. Never mind. Perhaps a journal of my thoughts might bring some small comfort to me or to any who should follow. Arthakos.
Oh, also, I accidentally killed Death off camera by knocking him off a cliff.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Sorry, he didn't get to see that.
Yeah, oh well. Anyways, that's the end of that page. Hooray! I have encountered many fellow wanderers in this queer place. There are endeavors for which I would entreat their aid, yet any attempt to join my cause with theirs has been futile. The others are oft preoccupied with matters of their own. Some regard me with hostility, while others slink away with nary a word. Indeed, many seem to have parted ways with their own reason. Perhaps it is to be expected among those in such harsh environs, but with each rejection my pangs of solitude take on a sharper edge. He lashed out at me like a wounded animal, malice clear in his bloodshot eyes. I finally managed to calm him somehow, and he told me his tale. He spoke of losing his heart to a dragon so that he might avenge himself against the noble responsible for his daughter's death. But when I suggested a union, he would not hear of it. Instead, he vanished back into the labyrinth steps from which he came. I have not seen him since. A woman of scant few years, she said she was arisen too, and in search of armaments from some prophecy or legend. She had a composure far beyond her years, and her manner gave me hope of fellowship, but she refused my invitation flatly, calling the duty hers to achieve alone. Mayhap she had some fear of me. She too I have not seen or heard of since. Perhaps she found the item she sought, or perhaps something else found her first. All the folk I have met in this labyrinth, without exception, are acquainted of a dragon. They are all arisen. 'Tis curious indeed to meet so many with a destiny like my own. Have we all been led here? Who would design or gain from such a ruse? What could await us at its end? Questions I must ponder, but another day. I mustn't let it distract me from the task I have sworn to complete. I am weary from toil and impatience both, and still the whispers continue. I had steeled myself for a hard journey, but ne'er did I anticipate an ordeal such as this. One might think I'd grow accustomed to the isolation, having long since lost my attendant pawn, but it only grows harder to bear. There are riftstones here, but they are all broken, and I shan't expect to see them mended. Now my only companion is the strange voice. Oh, wait. Wait, go back. Not my only companion. Okay, yeah, is that strange voice. Sorry. That voice, it speaks error within me, growing louder by the day, frustrating any attempt to ignore it. Even keeping hold of my own thoughts has become a struggle. Is this some omen of impending death? Clearly it is not the voice of my dragon steward. Its monologue is incessant. Its words clear and crisp, but I cannot grasp their meaning. Perhaps strangest of all is how little I'm bothered by hearing it of late. Only 10 more pages! Could this voice be attempting to instruct me how to proceed? Might it enlighten me about the darkness in which I've been sealed? But I must not forget, I have a duty to perform. A duty, but what? Ah, 'tis impossible to gather my thoughts. What was the duty I pledged myself to? What was it that I once believed? We'll record it here in case I should ever forget again. I am arisen. 'Tis my duty sworn to bring everlasting peace to my homeland by making an offering of untainted souls, 1,000 human sacrifices, but as of yet I have fallen short of my obligation. I swear again I will honor my promise to the dragon and receive its boon. I will locate and deliver the souls required, even in the depths of this dark place. I had only to listen. What was once only fog is now as a spring day to my eyes. What was once only noise now is song to my ears. It whispers the answers before I need even ask questions. I must continue the sacrifices. And so come the Arisen to this place, like salmon climbing down a great dark stream. They aid not in life, but in death, their blood fulfilling my promise and my duty. I have only to listen. To serve her master and Orla.
Be what she commands, to be shaped in her image. That is the part of a pawn. But my master's image is no longer her own. Defeated by the world's steward, she fell into perdition. Having witnessed her fail to achieve her purpose, my breast was filled with regret. Yet amid that darkness, a spark of light too took root. Within my soul, a crude and inchoate mirror to the Arisen's own, new strength emerged. I had awoken to love. I came to notice the changes within me as his tireless ministration saw my shattered memories slowly mend. I came to love him as my master had before me. Then some years later, fate came on dragon's wings to mark him an Arisen, as his master was before him. Though his heart was lost, he seemed more alive than ever. He burned with new purpose to slay the worm and avenge Grete. I became his pawn of my own will. I too saw in this a new calling, to love him, serve him, and lend him strength, ultimately to become as him. It was a fate I welcomed gladly. Defeat me or speak your wish and offer up a sacrifice. A second time I heard the dragon's bargain spoke. Yet I felt a strange reluctance in its tone, as if the ultimatum were given unwilling. And in that moment, I knew it. The worm we now faced was my former master transformed. The revelation tore him apart. Whichever his choice, the wages were cruel tragedy. A new and dark desire poured forth from his sundered soul. His wish for power to destroy all existence marked me for death. And yet I never blamed him. For as my life was snuffed out, I held firm to my belief. The day would come, I knew, when he, our master, and I myself would find redemption.
Yay, that one was red.
It was.
Still a child, I stood amid the ashes of my village. Through the driving rains, two figures came. One, a woman of golden hair, extended me her hand, perhaps in pity. Grete was the name she gave. A hunter of sorts, she said. Her quarry, the worm. As she spoke, the woman at her side simply stood and watched me, wordless. She was a pawn, come of a different world, the first I had seen. Her air was strange, yet somehow alluring. I chose to join them, this Arisen and her pawn. It seemed that, or stand forever in the ruins of a lost life. They offered no words of invitation, yet neither did they turn me away as I followed. As we traveled, I was taught to fight. Grete was my mentor, my mother. She breathed new life into my parched soul. Then came the day the huntress found her mark. She left to face the worm. That day's parting proved final. Her pawn returned, alone and scarce alive. Gone was the bold and faithful Myrmidon who had served as Grete's steel. Her empty eyes stared through me now. And what of the worm? Had our mistress felled the beast and stayed calamity? The pawn held no answers. Her mind and soul as broken as her body. Yet no more of the earth was swallowed up. No more was the sky stained black. It seemed the world had been ransomed. Or left at least to fester in the custody of humankind. I was left with a single hope, a single wish. To bring back light to the deadened eyes of a masterless Myrmidon. She was a pawn, I knew it well. Not human, not of this land. And what of it? She bore Grette's mien, her face. Wheel or nil, I soon found myself in love.
To know the unknown, that was my dream. To walk new frontiers and ancient halls alike, and to see all that this world holds. I was prepared to overcome any obstacle that barred my wandering. And so, when the dragon plucked the heart from my breast, I knew only joy. With new power and ageless life, I was free. I knew no greater treasure than freedom, no higher virtue, and yet, what drove me then to take him with me? What ought have seemed a fetter became my greatest joy, my greatest love. And now, I haven't even the freedom of my own will. I followed the Arisen's path, past the worm into the halls of the World Steward. And there, my path ended. In defeat, I was remade a dragon. From the moment I donned a dragon's skin, I was controlled by a single driving urge. To serve the Seneschal. This one thought consumed me, its pull inexorable. It was a hunger, an instinctual need. I burned for one who would defeat me, who would succeed where I had fallen. I craved the new Arisen. It is man's will that animates him. Can a being devoid of will truly be said to live? Am I alive, as I am now? The will that drives this cursed form to seek the Arisen is not my own. My will, my love, and all I am is crushed beneath its weight. Its force does not allow me even the luxury of regret. I am near drunk with it, though I war against it still with every shred of what once I was. In my final act, as a thinking being, I chose him for my destroyer. The question fell from my lips unbidden. What is your choice? Were it his wish, I would welcome death at his hands. Nay, I desired it. But his wavering gave voice to a new wish. That the world, its gods, and he himself be damned. My role was set, my actions bound. I existed in that moment solely to give his wishes form. And so I did. I answered his desire, his cry of despair. And his love, my former shadow, was the price. My dreams have died unfulfilled, though I have neither the means to change that fact, nor the free will to mourn them. Perhaps what has transpired will serve some greater use. Let it be as a wedge struck into the chains that bind our endless, hollow world, that those to follow may shatter them. I failed in my quest to explore the unknown, but if it serves some use in ending this cruel cycle, I can believe my life held meaning.
In memory of Grete, silent-hearted, dragon-forged, with hair of gold and will of tempered steel, you ransomed me from a village burnt to ash, instilled life and fight. Dearest mentor, I commend you now to rest eternal. Your servant, bereft of master and memory, I keep now at my side. She lives on, your mirror in soul and body both, and I will not lose her as we have lost you. This I swear before your empty grave.
Now choose, stand against me or speak your wish. Offer your beloved in forfeit, and I shall see your will done.
Choose? How am I to choose? No matter my answer, the price is death. A hollow choice. Who am I to stand as arbiter of two lives? What would you have me do? You brought me here. If this be the will of the gods, the order of the world, then damn the lot of them!
I'll tear the whole of it asunder!
Very well. If that be your wish, I shall claim my price.
Stop! No!
I think we actually already heard this one when we were...
Yeah, and the one before it too. I think these are dialogues that we heard when just kind of running around Bitter Black.
You have been chosen. So saying, the worm prized the heart from my breast. I was made Arisen, known to the dragon, and bound to hunt it. It is a fate I embrace. What use have I for a heart left hollow? In a world without sweet Grete, my mentor, my mother, my beloved. I live only to see the dragon that claimed her slain. I will see its scaly hide stripped from bone by my hands ere I rest.
Same with that one.
I think these last ones all are.
Arisen, bearer of the dragon's mark, undying corpse, enjoined to make your will manifest. If my voice reaches you, heed me well. The Arisen, the Seneschal, the whole cursed world, all is but an illusion. A meaningless refrain, a hollow echo. What sense is there in giving one's life for these falsehoods? I damn them all. And I will not cease in my destruction until the last senseless cycle is broken. The last bond rent to dust.
Hooray! You leveled up!
Yeah, we got 3 minutes left, so...
Yep. Well, what else is there to do? You wanted to go beat up,
That's gonna take way longer than 3 minutes.
Well, you can start running down there. And the next episode, you can beat it up.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was, the giant cyclops thing.
A condemned gore cyclop.
Yes.
Pray permit me if there is...
Hold on.
Shut up, Ulra.
Take some oil.
If there is... Pray.
Because I think my lantern is empty.
Yep, no fuel. Okay. Now we can go.
Best we rested here.
Hooray!
This pawn feels most at ease near a rift stone.
Hello, goodbye.
We can still return to the ship.
How did he beat you down here? He was just up top.
Mission to be our end.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so if you haven't noticed, I swapped my equipment around quite a lot.
Oh, hello.
Screw you, Saurians.
Yeah, and you changed Avarice's outfit too.
We light a wet lantern.
He's
And then
wearing...
Isla's is different now because I was trying to Dragon Forge her shit and haven't given it back yet.
Stay vigilant.
Run away!
Yeah, I mean, this is basically what I did to unlock the 2 shortcuts, is I just ran through this entire place.
Oh yeah, because you had to unlock them again, huh?
Yeah.
A knight in gold.
I actually need to kill these guys because I need silver veneers.
Attack!
Yeah, and you didn't want the ones I had for some reason.
I cannot move!
True.
Oh, Isla's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's only level 70, so I need to do a whole bunch of grinding.
That actually hurt.
But you said as a bonus, since she's such a low level now compared to you, you get a whole bunch of bonus experience.
Yep.
Avarice is also dead.
So is everyone. Everyone's dead.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, come on.
There you go.
Freaking porker.
Whee!
Sell yourself for life.
Come on, up you go.
All right. Well, the timer's
This looks
going off.
interesting.
Yep. Did you kill him?
Yep,
oh, yeah,
I
you
did.
Good. Now, do you get the thing you need? A lot of money.
What's that? Be sure
Uncle
we
Platinum? Nope.
No, that was
Oh, wait, is that a gold one?
that was a gold one. I need silver
Darn it.
ones.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 silver, so I can send you some if you want them.
I can just kill more of these silver knights.
I guess so. They do pop up a lot more now that you're on your second run through here.
Yeah. Well, anyway, when we come back, we'll be at the demon.
Not the demon, the Gore Cyclops.
Yep, which I think is just over here.
Yeah, I think he should be in this room, right?
No. Oh, yep. There they are.
Oh, there's the devil ones. Okay, yep. We'll fight those next. Yay!
Okay. Bye.
Bye.